Some people feel older than their age. They're the ones who felt different early on. While others were rushing to grow up, they already felt tired. And it raises a quiet question. Why do some people feel emotionally decades ahead of their age? Feeling older isn't about knowing more facts. It's about carrying more mental weight. Their mind learned early how to read situations, emotions, and consequences. This shows up in childhood as hyper-observation. You noticed tone shifts. You sensed tension in rooms. You read between words instead of listening to them. When other kids were present, you were alert. Neuroscience links this to a nervous system that matured too fast. Not because it wanted to, but because it needed to. When a child grows up in unpredictability, emotional inconsistency, or responsibility too early, the brain adapts by staying ahead. It learns to scan for threats, to anticipate outcomes, to prepare for disappointment before it happens. That constant internal monitoring creates maturity, but it also creates exhaustion. This is why people who feel older than their age often feel mentally tired, even when nothing is happening. Their mind rarely shuts off. They don't just experience life, they process it. Another key factor is time perception. Psychologists have found that people with higher introspection and sensitivity experience time differently. They reflect more. They remember more. They think in longer arcs. While others live in the moment, these people live across timelines. They replay the past. They simulate the future. They question meaning. And that makes life feel heavier, slower, older. This is also why people who feel older than their age often struggle with small talk, impulsivity, and shallow environments. Their brain isn't built for noise. It's built for depth. So they feel out of place, not because they're superior, but because their internal world is already crowded. Emotionally, they often feel responsible for others, even when no one asked them to be. Psychology calls this premature role internalization. You learned early to be the calm one, the listener, the stable presence. So now, even as an adult, rest feels unfamiliar. They're the ones who feel guilty relaxing, who feel uneasy when things are too good, who instinctively prepare for what could go wrong. Feeling older also comes with grief. Grief for experiences that were skipped, for lightness that never fully arrived, for a version of youth that felt rushed or interrupted. And yet, society often praises this trait. You're so mature for your age. You're wise beyond your years. What they don't see is the cost. Maturity built from pressure isn't free. It comes with anxiety, overthinking, emotional fatigue. But here's the part that rarely gets said. Feeling older than your age doesn't mean you're broken. It means your nervous system learned depth before play. And that depth, when understood, can become clarity instead of weight. People like this often thrive later in life, when their internal age finally matches their environment, when the world slows down enough to meet them where they already are. The key isn't trying to feel younger. It's learning how to feel lighter, not by ignoring your depth, but by giving your nervous system permission to rest. Because you weren't born old. You just learned early how serious life could be. And now, the work isn't growing up. It's learning how to soften,